Guys, oh shit. Oh, there we go. I want to apologize about that last video. Totally forgot to run the unit to show you guys how quiet it is. So I'm going to run this one more time and hopefully it answers your questions. This is the Kobalt Quiet Tech air compressor. I bought it at Lowe's for $279. Some of the key features here: it's a 26-gallon tank, 150 max PSI, almost 2 running horsepower, and 4.5 SCFMs at 90 PSI. There's really a lot here that I do like. The build quality is exceptional. It's a pretty heavy unit. You got automated welds on the pressure tank. Seems to be very thick metal used everywhere. Nothing's really flimsy or chintzy, so that's definitely a win. Heavy duty wheels. You got a ball valve on the bottom, relieve your pressure after you're done using it. We've also got another pin set up right here to relieve your extra air. And we got our switch. And really that's all there is. We got a tool pressure, tank pressure, line in, line out, and a regulator. Now here's kind of where they cheap out. The regulator itself and the assembly beneath it, so the knob and everything behind it, is plastic. That's likely going to wear prematurely, so I'm currently hunting down a replacement for it, and hopefully I can have a link in the description at a later date when I find something that zips right in. The gauges are also suspect. At this price range, you're not going to find anything that's specialized as far as gauges go. So they're just going to give you some generic shit, but that's just the way it is. Other than that, I really don't have any other complaints. We've also got some garbage welds at the frame itself. And of course, this is just one of those places where they will cheap out. BBs, undercut, porosity, you name it. That's just kind of how it is. But you're going to find the same thing on DeWalt. You're going to find the same thing at the Hazard Fraught. You're going to find the same thing with almost anything that's built the same way. Can't speak to California Air Tools' quality. I haven't actually seen one of those units in real life. So, no argument there. But if they're better, I'm sure they are. Anyways, one more thing I added to this thing was a MotorGuard M30 filtration system. I think it's a must-have requirement if you want to keep your tools rust-free and keep the moisture out of your lines, especially if you're doing painting and things that require just very dry air. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and run this thing and show you guys what I meant by how quiet it is. So right now I'm not really talking any louder than I was at the beginning of this video, so that kind of gives you an idea of truly how quiet this is. So to really show it off, I'm going to step inside the house and close this door. So that's pretty damn quiet, and this is a glass door. This is not a garage rated, fire rated door, so I'm pretty sure with a much heavier door in place, you may not even be able to hear it at all. So if I step back, excuse the mess, if I step back over here in the kitchen, it's really just a dull whirring noise. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Granted, the history that air compressors have usually carried through, it's extremely loud, and I was just part of owning one, but I guess they figured it out. And I think they did a pretty damn good job. How they went about muffling all this noise is truly a mystery to me. I have no clue, but man, I'm pretty damn happy with this thing so far. And like I said in the last video, I don't really use a lot of air-hungry tools, so this thing works out pretty well for my uses. you know, when I get my vapor blasting equipment, I will be, you know, buying a bigger compressor that's only going to be fitted for that. And then this thing is going to be the job site compressor that just goes from the front yard, backyard, garage, inside the house, whatever we're going to be doing. I've got this thing to wheel around instead of running air hoses all the way from the garage into the house. But nonetheless, you know, at the $300, almost $400 benchmark where I'm at, I'd say you could do a lot worse for $400. And $400 is including the filter, the hose, and the lead hose as well, and some of the other accessories I bought. But yeah, that's it, guys. I think it's a great unit, and if you guys are looking for something that won't piss off your wife, this is definitely worth your time investigating. You know, if you don't like it, it's not for you, then, I mean, shit, go ahead and get the DeWalt. I'm pretty sure it's going to be just as quiet. So I hope that sorts out some of those questions, and hope you guys enjoy. See ya.